Word families. Agree. If both parties agree to the terms, we can finalize the contract. Agreement. As soon as the labor agreement was signed, the factory resumed production of new cars and vans. Agreeable. The parties are agreeable to the terms. Assure. I assure you that our drug testing policy is applied fairly. Assurance. What assurance is there that the company will still be in business? Assuredly. He spoke assuredly, but his follow-up memo showed less conviction. Cancel. The man canceled his magazine subscription and got his money back. Cancellation. Writers usually receive a cancellation fee even if their articles are not published. Cancelled. The cancelled concert ended up costing our agency millions. Obligate. The terms of the contracts obligate us to work for at least one more month. Obligation. The factory managers have a legal and moral obligation to provide a safe work site. Obligatory. He finished his obligatory military service, and then joined his father on the orange farm. Provide. Since the machine is very reliable, why don't we cancel the service contract they provided? Provider. We must negotiate a new contract with our internet service provider. Provision. The provision for canceling the contract is in the last clause. Specify. The contract specifies the percentage of raise the workers will see next year. Specification. The work was done according to our specifications. Specific. We have not chosen a specific location for the reunion. Word practice. Lesson 1, Contracts. Part 1. Words in context. Read the following passage and write the words in the blanks below. Abide by, cancel, agreement, determine, assurance, engaging, establishment, provide, obligates, resolve, parties, specifies. Contracts are an integral part of the workplace. In simple terms, contracts are an between two or more that terms and the parties to follow them. Contracts often include the amount that a client will pay contractors and what services will be provided. For example, in your office, you may have a contract that provides that your copier machine or phones will be repaired within a certain amount of time. This service can either be done off-site or at your. A contract often states ways to, if quality of work delivered is acceptable. Well-written contracts usually ways to problems like these when they happen. Before, in a contract, both parties should think carefully, as they will have to the conditions specified in it. A contract usually specifies how the two parties can it if either party fails to meet the terms. Part 2. Incomplete sentences. Choose the word that best completes the sentence. 1. The two sides were no closer to a final at midnight than they were at noon. A. Agreement. B. Agreeable. C. Agree. D. Agreed. 2. Our union representative, members that our rights would be defended. A. Assured. B. Assurance. C. assuredly, d. assure. 3. If your reservation 48 hours in advance, you will not be billed, a. will cancel, b. cancel, c. cancellation, d. cancelled. 4. I don't feel any to give my boss more than 2 weeks' notice when I leave, a. oblige, b. obligatory, c. obliged, d. obligation. 5. The for terminating the contract were not discussed, a. provide, b. provisions, c. provide, d. provisioning. 6. The contract calls for the union to, who their bargaining representative will be, a. specific, b. specification, c. specifying, d. specify. Part 3. Text completion. Choose the word or phrase that best completes the sentence. Rental property for everyone. More and more people are investing in rental property these days. Whether you have a small apartment in your house to rent, or decide to invest in an apartment or office building, rental property can provide extra income for you and your family. What does every landlord need to know? Lease. A lease is between a landlord and a tenant. Standard leases are available at most office supply stores, and many property owners find them quite satisfactory. Read the standard lease carefully to determine if it meets the needs of your situation. You may want to make some additional. You may want to add a pet clause, for example, PLE, or make different specifications pertaining to the security deposit. If you decide to make changes to the standard lease, you should meet with a lawyer. The lease is the most important tool you have if you need to resolve a dispute with your tenant. When you have a lease written by a lawyer, you have the protection you need. 1. A. Agree, b. agreed, c. agreeable, d. agreement. 2. A. Provision, b. provisions, c. provider, d. providers. 3. A. Assure, b. will assure, c. are assuring, d. are assured.